Welcome to Southeast Wargaming. We are your hosts, Phil and Nick.
And we're here to bring you another Age of Sigmar battle report.
2,000 points.
Fleshier Courts versus...
Oh, I was going to cut versus... Nope, just Seraphon. Yes, 2,000 points, Seraphon versus Flesh Eaters. Interesting, because you're bringing a similar list to what you've done in the past.
There's one tweak.
One tweak.
You can figure out for yourself.
Absolutely.
If you noticed it.
So Nick is back, of course, my lovely, stunning co-presenter here. So we'll get straight into the game, I guess.
Yeah, we'll with the army lists and ready for some action.
Nice.
And here is another copy of my Flesh Feast Day list.
Nice.
So I've gone for that Grand Court Feast Day for that extra. Well, not extra. It's just free. Just eat for free, you know. Wine and dine. Starting off with my leaders, I have the Aberrant, who is my general today, Dark Wizardry. He'll be the actual Aberrant with the golden armour. And his law is Blood Feast, so if I'm really close, I can basically sap you and then return to the ranks of some of my models.
Cool.
Or heal, which is quite nice. Then for my second leader, I have another Aberrant. He'll have the Dermal Robe, so he's also got a little buff to his spellcasting. I felt that's a good combo. His law will be Miasma Shroud, so within 18 inches I can do one of 3 buffs, depending on... So I roll 3 dice on each 5+ I get to do, so if I get like 2 5s, I get 3 5s.
Yeah.
We'll go into that if the spell goes off. I mean, I am fighting a Slann today, so... Then for my other heroes, I have 2 Cryptghast Courtiers, and a Crypt Haunter Courtier, which will be leading my horrors. He has the artifact of power Flayed Pendant, so I can reroll charge rolls for my units wholly within 12. So that's I think it's quite handy, really, like not having to spend that command point that I could use on eating for reroll charge.
I agree.
Then for my battle line today, I have 3 units of ghouls, 2 units that are 30 strong, and 1 10-man unit, just to go around and collect rocks and pick brains. For other units, I have 9 horrors. Don't leave home without them. I feel like these guys are probably the strongest. If there was any buffs that I would like to put on them, it'd be +1 to hit, but can't have everything.
Or D3 extra attacks is fine too.
Yeah. Weight of dice. And I have a battalion today, folks. So there's the King's Ghouls. So I believe it's the unit of horrors and 2 30 units of ghouls with a Crypt Ghoul courtier as the leader. So it'll be the guy with it's like a dog skull on his back.
Okay.
Just so I can tell the difference. And I did buy an additional command point, so it's slightly different from the previous list. 1 less Cryptghast Courtier and 1 more extra command point, so it's going to give me a little bit more accessibility.
What does your battalion do, by the way, sorry?
It does something that doesn't really matter. It's
okay.
It's very subtle.
Yeah.
I'll bring it up in the game if it does
Fair
actually
enough.
matter.
Yeah, okay.
But it's not as good as like Abattoir, where they can just like rip for every model that's killed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. That's my list.
Woo. And here we have 1960 points of Seraphon. So I will be gaining a triumph this game.
Damn it, Phil.
I know. Right, so I am running Koatl's Claw today, which means all my Saurus units gets +1 to hit on the charge. And I have a command ability that lets them count as if charging for the purposes of that ability. So, moving on, I've got my general today is a Saurus Oldblood on Carnosaur. He will have the command trait which he has to take, but it's one of the coolest ones, the Dominant Predator. So what that means is that every time he spends a command point on a Saurus unit on a 4+, he will get that command point back. It's very cool. He'll also be taking an artifact, because I do have 2 battalions in this list today. He's going to take the Sigils of the Prime Hunter. What that means is after he has done attacking, I roll a dice. On a 1, nothing happens. On a 2 to 5, the enemy unit suffers a mortal wound, and on a 6, they suffer D3 mortal wounds. So it's like a little after explosion. Just thought I'd take it, sounds kind of fun. Next, I've got a Saurus Scar Veteran on a Carnosaur for a second hero with a War Spear. He's going to take the Koatl's Claw artifact, the Eviscerating Blade, on his spear, which means hit rolls of a 6 unmodified, are 2 mortal wounds in addition to normal damage. With his 6 attacks on his spear, it can get pretty tasty. Next, I've got the Fat Frog. Koatl is back, and he is bringing some spell shenanigans to the table. So he's going to have the 3rd artifact in this list, the Itxi Grubs, which means at the start of my hero phase he will heal a wound automatically, but he can also re-roll a casting or unbinding roll per turn. Kind of cool. That's it for him. Oh, his spell he will take is Stellar Tempest. It's just, it's a great one to run, and looking at Nick's army, I think it was the right choice. Next hero, my 4th hero, is a Skink Starpriest, who is going to be taking the Fiery Convocation spell, which is a little, if I cast it, I pick an enemy unit, and at the end of each phase, I roll a dice on a 6, they'll suffer D3 mortal wounds. Each phase, but it's on a 6. Going into my battle line, I have 2 units of 10 Saurus Knights with lances, and 1 unit of 5 Saurus Knights with the blades. They are there to fill out my battalion, which I'll go into in a second. I also have 2 units of 10 Skinks with blowpipes and shields, and my final unit, which is an other unit, is the unit of 3 Pterodons with the Fire Leech Bowlers, or Sun Leech Bowlers I should say. And then I'll go into my battalion. So what I've got a Fire Lance Temple Host. That is the Scar Veteran or Carnosaur and the 3 units of Knights. What this allows me to do is if any of the units of Knights are wholly within 18 of my Scar Veteran, they get +3 to run and charge. So they become quite mobile. My next battalion is the Shadow Strike Star Host, which is the 2 units of Skinks, the Skink Starpriest and the 3 Pterodons. And what that allows me to do is at the start of, in my hero phase, I pick an enemy unit visible to the Starpriest, and everything in that battalion gets +1 to hit against that unit. So, which is quite nice for the Sun Leech Bowlers, but that's about it. And then, of course, I have 2 endless spells. I have the Bound Geminids of Ulgahish, which is a very, very good spell. I wouldn't leave home without it. Being able to give -1 to hit or -1 attack is very powerful. And I've got the Balewind Vortex to put my Slann atop, and he's going to chill out and cast spells like a madman. And that is 1960 points of Seraphon ready to take to the field against the ghoulish forces of the Flesh Eater Courts. Let's do this! In this region, 5 focal points of geomantic energy are arranged in a square formation. Energy surges between these focal points, and it can be harnessed for use in rituals of awesome power. This is the scenario, focal points. So this is a battle over 5 objectives, 1 objective in the centre of the battlefield and 2 objectives in each player's territory as shown on the scenario map. The battle lasts for 5 battle rounds or until the amount of time allocated for the battle runs out. A player with the most victory points at the end of the battle wins a major victory. If you are tied, you use auxiliary objectives. Each player scores victory points at the end of each of their turns as follows. If a player controls both objectives 1 and 3, they score 3 victory points. If a player controls both objectives 2 and 4, they score 3 victory points. If a player controls the central objective, they score 2 victory points. If a player controls any other objective, they score 1 victory point for each objective. If a player controls an objective while there is a friendly monster or friendly behemoth unit within 6 of it, they score 1 additional victory point.
Ghur, the Realm of Beasts. So we have a spell for your wizards to cast, which will be Wild Form, casting value over 5. If successfully cast, pick a friendly unit within 12 of the caster, just within, not wholly within, and you can add 2 to run and charge rolls until the start of your next hero phase. We also have the Realmscape feature, Savage Lands. Terrain features, including the other rules, will have the Deadly. We do have an Artefact of Power, but it's irrelevant. It's a reroll charge roll. So I've kind of corrupted that one with my relic from the Flesh Eater Courts. But we also have a command ability as well called Feral Roar. I think Phil's going to benefit this from this more than I. Can use this ability in the hero phase. If you do so, pick a friendly monster wholly within 12 of a friendly hero. Both of them are heroes anyway. Until the end of the battle round, you can when you use the monster's damage table to find out how much the value is, you can use it as suffered 0 wounds.
here we are deployed for focal points. So the narrative for this game is that a long time ago in the realm of Ghur, a realmshaper engine did go down in this area, but for some reason, after all this time, it's still not terraforming this old deserted mausoleum. Well, I say deserted, it's not. It's got inhabitants, they're just not living. This old mausoleum with a cathedral in the centre, it's not terraforming this area. So Koatl's Claw have dispatched an army to claim it and see what's going on. We found these arcane conduits of power, these objectives that are stopping it from turning into a lush forest. But there's also inhabitants here that like to keep hold of their places of arcane power, and that is the Flesh Eater courts. Not willing to give up their lands where these long, empty graves now either feeding the ranks of the Flesh Eaters or become food themselves. These old corpses in this long dead realm of Ghur. So, go ahead.
I would like to say,
Sure.
the Flesh Eater Court, this is not a graveyard.
No?
This is the High Kingdom, and this is the palace. How can you not see this?
Delusions of grandeur.
And I'd like
fitting.
to believe that he's tapping into the power of this to allow this to remain dark.
Sweet. Alright, so let's go through deployment. Nick, please talk us through your deployment first.
I've got 10 ghouls at the front just to protect from any charges. But there's just going to be like the bait unit. The bait! Unit 30 here, they're just going to inch up, try and get for that first objective, and basically get a centre point, and then I can basically send the rest in. Ghouls standing around the throne. Courtiers are next to the ghouls, just because they're like, yes, master.
Yep.
And then this unit is fully 15 upstairs, so it's 18 away. Outside of that 1 inch of volcanic, we don't know why. I think I'd like to believe that as these are all palaces, they're all different. So this is a sinister palace. It's like, -1 bravery. So I don't know, someone got slapped there once, and everyone's
scared of it. Okay.
Whereas this one,
why would I be scared of it? Fair
there's
enough.
flame pyres around the entrance, but we ghouls, we think that it's actually a fully set on fire palace. This one over here, I don't know what that one was.
This one's sinister as well. Someone else got
Sinister's
slapped
also opposite Sinisters. Then opposite over here, we have burning and also healing.
Yep, it's the opposites.
And for the centre here, we have a healing.
Overgrown, large blocking line of sight.
Definitely, you cannot see through that rock, Phil.
And then the cathedral itself is 2 halves.
Yeah, it's healing, but also damned.
Excellent. Awesome. Well, I was going to ask you to go through the terrain, but you kind of just went into it, so I'm good with that. So, I finished deploying first because I only had 4 drops. Oh, I better go through my deployment. So we've got, at the front, we've got the unit of 5 knights screening the pterodons. Don't know why I did that, just kind of thought it looked cool. In the garrison, I finally used it! I've got a hero, my Skink Starpriest, in the garrison. Was it optimal placing? Probably not. Am I getting to use my terrain feature? Damn right I am. So we'll move on. We've got a unit screening Skinks at the front, along with the unit of 10 with lances, 10 knights with lances. Following up behind them is a Scarvet on Carnosaur, just within 6 of that objective to gain maximum points on my first turn. Moving on, the Slann is centre midfield, just because he's going to throw out a lot of spells and do his thing. Then over to my left flank, again, unit of 10 Skinks, screening the unit of 10 Knights, and then the Oldblood on Carnosaur behind. So, that is deployment for the Seraphon and the Flesh Eater Courts. Again, I did finish deploying first, and Nick will be taking the first turn. Flesh Eaters, turn 1. Just before going into turn 1 Flesh Eater Courts, I've got to give a big thank you to the people that provided the terrain. Well, we bought it, but they really helped us out. So this is from Urban Mats, and same with the actual mat itself. This is G-Dub's terrain. The big rocks are Urban Mats.
Mausoleum kit?
Yeah, mausoleum kits, or the old Garden Moor. And then the tokens are from the awesome Matt at Pro Painted Studios. Go check him out. You can get 10% off, excluding shipping, if you do use our code below. Thank you so much. So, auxiliary objectives before this game begins. Nick, what did you pick?
Marked for death,
Yes.
and the bait. Marked for death, I believe you choose a character, and if he's not dead by the end of the battle...
Sure it's not a unit?
Maybe a unit.
Might be a unit, we'll double check.
Anyway, the bait.
Yes, excellent. And mine was the bait, which will be this unit of Skinks at the front here. And I've also gone for territorial. Hold a objective for 2 consecutive rounds. And I will pick I think I'll pick this middle objective here. I need to hold for 2 turns.
Okay, I'm changing mine. It's not marked for
okay,
next.
he's changing it.
It's assassinate.
Ah, heroes.
So you have to choose a hero.
Sweet.
And if it's not dead, but if it's dead by the end of the battlefield, I get my auxiliary.
I will pick my Slann.
Yes, I'm the one.
Yeah, it makes sense. Alright, cool. So we'll be back with the hero phase for Flesh Eater Court's turn 1. Before I get into this game, I would like to give a massive, massive thank you to all of our patrons who help support the channel. I'm absolutely blown away by how much it's growing. It's pretty awesome. I can't thank you enough. So thank you guys. But I need to give a huge thank you to Robert Swain and Casey Skedsvaleski. I'm sorry if I butchered that name, but I tried my best. Thank you guys for joining. I have no words. It's crazy. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Start of the hero phase, Flesh Eater Courts. Nick, walk us through it.
The only thing that's the start of hero phase is he heals a wound, he heals a wound, they heal D3, they're not wounded.
Great.
Then into the magic phase, my favourite phase.
Hooray!
This Skull King here is going to cast is it Ferocious Savagery on them, which is our spell lore?
Wild form.
Wild form, that's the one. See if we get that off. On a...
Nope.
I get +1 to that, because we've got Dome Road, so it's 5. I think it is cast on a 5.
Oh, we'll have a double check. So that is cast on a 5, the Slann, because he is a Master of Order. I think that's the spell name, ability name. I can unbind anywhere. I will try. I get a 4 because I get +1. I'm not going to bother re-rolling that. Have your wild form. +2 to run and
wild.
charge. Nice. Cool. Next.
So I'll put dice next to them. And then we have... I'm going to move away from this one because I don't know what other spells I want to do. I know what I want to do with this one.
Yep.
Mystic Shield on these horrors.
Yep, sure.
Cast on 11.
You can have Mystic Shield.
Fabulous, I'll have a Mystic Shield then. And then we'll also put Ferocious...
Savage, Frosty, Ferocious, something.
Ferocious Hunger, which is his innate one, which will add D3 to their attacks.
Excellent.
If they get
This is the one I want to dispel. 7 goes off, I assume?
Yeah, it's on an 8, so it goes off on a 6 or 7.
Okay, so, do you get +1?
I do, both of them have +1.
Nice. I'll try and dispel. I can dispel anywhere. 6 goes to a 7. What I'll use my Itxi Grubs to re-roll that. 9 dispelled.
Okay, I'll double check.
No blood
was
feast.
actually cast.
No problem. We'll double check. So it is cast, but it is dispelled. Well, I'm bound. So what's your next one, mate?
He doesn't really have any more spells to cast because he can't cast the Ferocious Hunger because he already cast it. And Arcane Bolt is out of range. And I've already cast Wild Form.
What about Transformation? Did he have that?
He had Blood Feast.
Oh, Blood
and
Feast.
He has Marasma Shroud.
Right, okay, no problem. So is that
might
it?
be the way around.
Is that it for your hero phase, mate? Nothing else to do? So we'll be back with movement coming up next. End of Nick's movement phase. So what has he done? So it looks like on his left flank, the ghouls have just protecting that objective, kind of protecting from the flank of my fast flank with the pterodons and the cavalry. The horrors are taking a more central position to be a second wave, just to try and bulk out whatever's left after the ensuing melee. Because I think Nick believes I'm going to charge him, and he might be right on that one. With the knights there going through the centre. The heroes have just moved centrally, the 2 courtiers in the middle there, just to provide their buffs or their support to the ghoul units. With the archregents moving forward slightly. We will need to measure some deadly terrain in a second. Most of them are actually okay by the looks of it. And then this ghoul on the left flank, they have just moved forward to be another, well, what do you reckon? Going central, maybe threatening this flank here, just to be another bulk of units. But as you can see, nothing has been summoned this turn. I think there's going to be 1 deadly roll, or maybe 2, Nick. It's going to look like your archregent near your terrain is still within 1 inch, or maybe
these
both
two
actually.
should be both within 1 inch to use as thrown.
And these ghouls round here.
Ones.
Yep.
So these ones.
Sure. Deadly terrain. Fine. Next, the archregent.
This one. It's a 3.
Fine. And then that
this
one.
is...
It's only on a 1. He's fine too.
Whereas the volcanic is on a 6.
Correct. Oh, and I think these guys might be within 1 inch of this terrain here. Nope, they're fine. They do not stumble and
now
falter.
exhausted all my 6 rolls.
Yeah, sorry about that. It's my cunning plan. So go back to shooting. That was quick. Charge phase. Do you have anything charging?
Everything ran.
Okay.
So no.
No charges. So, is that the end? Am I right in thinking end
Yes,
of turn?
it is over to the Seraphon to...
So how many points do you get, mate?
I get 4. 1 each for here and 2 for the centre.
4 points.
Sadly, I have no monsters with me today to
That's
get
true.
additional. I was thinking of running a zombie dragon because
That's
that
true.
list is still in the. It's still in the.
Still in the mind
in the
pictures.
process.
But no, that will be it. So we'll go on to Seraphon, turn 1. Right, start the hero phase. So first of all, I need you to pick a Sacred Asterism. I'll go for the Sage's Staff. The Slann will get a further +1 to cast, or dispel, or unbind. Excellent, so he's +2 right now. Next, I have 3 command points, but then the Slann, 2 dice, 4+, will give me extra command points because of Foresight. I gain 1 more, up to 4. Then also, the Starpriest will give me another 1 on a 5 for Astral Prophet. No, so I have 4 command points this turn. The only other thing to do at the start of my hero phase is the Itxi Grubs, but he's not wounded, so that's all good. So we'll go into the hero phase proper. I know exactly what I'm doing. So, Geminids of Ghur from the Starpriest. Gets it on a 9. Let's measure ranges to unbind.
So the little cheeky skink casted it on a 9 with
Who is
no
on
pluses.
the terrain feature? Hooray!
Hooray! Yeah, sorry guys, I let him have it this time. No, he let him have it. He
I
rolled
let
for it.
myself have it.
Let's see if this aberrant can try and dispel it.
Getting a 10. An 8.
That's a 9 because he doesn't get +1, but it's not a
Not
10.
enough. The Geminids will be set up.
Oh
and they can,
dear.
Most bound models holy within 16 are holy within 18 of the caster, then they're going to move. That's a hell of a range.
Yeah, that's blimey.
Holy crap. Right, so they set up wholly within 18 of the caster, and of course, because it's Garrison, the Starpriest counts as the entire model. So they're wholly within 18, and they're predatory, so they get to move. So we'll do the light one, we'll move 8 and touch the horrors and come back. And the dark one will move 8 and touch the ghouls and the courtier. Actually go to there. And they're within 6 of each other. So everything will suffer D3 mortal wounds. We'll do the one for the horrors first. They suffer 3 mortal wounds.
Nice.
The ghouls suffer 3 mortal wounds. And the courtier suffers 2 mortal wounds.
Ouch.
So all deathless to go round.
I do have a lot of heroes in range to provide the Deathier Courtier, so I need 6s to prevent damage from a flying light orb.
Yep, this is on the horrors.
So 1 horror, so 2 wounds have been taken on the horrors.
Yep.
Then 3 more for the ghouls. Nope, 3 ghouls are struck by a mystical object.
And then 2 for the courtier.
And 2 for the courtier.
Hey.
Well, he saved 1.
Nice.
So 3 wounds left on him. He could be arcane bolted.
And so these guys are -1 attack. These guys are -1 to hit because of the light. And also he's -1 attack as well.
Ouch.
Cool.
And even if I dispel these, the ability will still go off. So
Yeah.
unless Phil takes a second turn,
Correct.
which is an
Well,
awkward
between battle rounds, I get to move them anyway. Cause they're
Yeah.
mine, so. Yes. Right, so after that very successful showing from the Starpriest, we'll move over to the Slann Koatl himself. The first spell he will attempt to cast is the Balewind Vortex. Casting value of a 6. I get it with a +2, so that is a 10. Would you like to try and deny that?
+2.
Yes.
9. 7, 8,
8,
9.
Sorry, yeah, it's a 7. I thought it was
So
a
if
6.
I get a 10, then it's unbound, and I get
Correct.
+1. So I'm looking for a 9, folks!
Oh!
Ah, nearly. It's 1 shy, just like last time.
It's a Balewind
Also, these are the magic dice, folks. This is what we
Yes.
use for casting magic spells. These dice is what Nick rolls when he wants to get the numbers
when he wants to lose the game.
Yeah.
Cool.
Even higher than high atop the mountains.
On his floaty McFloaterson. Next spell. He's got 3 spells now because it adds more. the Balewind. So I'm going to try and cast Comet's Call. Yeah, okay. That's a 14.
Irresistible force!
Yeah. So what that means is I pick D6 units on the battlefield. It would be D3, but because I cast on more than a 10, or 10 or more, it's D6. So D6 units. It's going to be 5. So I'm going to pick both your courtiers. Actually, all 3 of your courtiers.
Yep.
And this school unit.
Okay, that's
4. Because the aberrants heal
3.
so I'll pick your horrors as well.
Okay.
So let's do the courtiers. So let's do the guy on 3 wounds. He takes 3 wounds. The next courtier takes 3 wounds. Oh my lord. The Courtier takes 3 wounds. Oh, I feel so bad. The horrors take 2.
Okay. So let's do some dice rolls here. Deathless for the horrors. Nope. So one guy is dead skis. Then the Haunter.
Took
Which
3.
one is this one?
Yeah.
So I need another dice. Deathless.
Takes
Oh
3.
dear, so he's down to 3. I've dropped the dice on the floor as per usual. Then this Courtier here needs to roll a 6 to survive.
Oh, he's got 1 wound
Look
left.
at it right there. I love these dice sometimes.
Okay.
And then this one here also took 3.
Yeah.
But he's on 1 wound, so he's literally got a heartbeat left.
So they're both
and
on
that's
1
1, 2, 3, 4, and the ghouls.
They take 2. I didn't roll it.
2 deathless.
Take
Nope.
2 more.
5 ghouls have been lost. Damaged, but not dead.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good magic phase. Continue with the magic phase.
It's not over yet.
He's laughing back there.
So because of the weird rule that this counts as a model I can see through, so I'm going to Arcane Bolt the guy on 1 wound.
Which one on 1 wound, sir?
The one that gives immune to battle shock.
Oh, not that one!
That one indeed. I'm going to use my once per turn reroll Itxi Grubs for that.
Yep.
It goes off, but I want higher numbers. So on a 7, it does go off.
So I'll try and dispel that with
Yeah,
no
of
dice
course.
available because I've put them somewhere.
Oh, excellent.
The Aberrant Queen will try and dispel this. High numbies!
Yeah, you got it.
Thank God!
Ooh, that was close.
I mean, God, I mean, thank death!
Thank death indeed.
And one more spell left?
Yes, one more spell. It's going to be Stellar Tempest.
Cool.
I get it on a 11.
So I need box cards, but I also could get an 11.
Correct.
Because I get +1,
Yeah,
so
that's
we're
true.
unbinding with the second. He's got 1 more unbind left, guys.
Cool.
Come on, need them 6s. I used them all earlier, but maybe. Ah, that's 6 together, so double that because I'm death. No. So yeah, that is cast. What does that
Okay,
do?
so what that does is, without warning, a blistering celestial storm descends on the foe, has a casting value of 8 if successfully cast with 1 aim unit within 24 but 30 because I'm on the Bellwind. Within the caster, roll 1 dice for each model in the unit, each 5 up, it suffers a mortal wound.
Oh, that's the one I really needed to get rid of.
So I will...
The Itxi Grubs is so much better than I may come back to life on
I
a...
love Itxi Grubs, they're awesome. So I'll pick a unit and I'll get some dice in a sec, guys.
Phil choosing to smite this unit.
A celestial storm descends on the foe, says 30 dice, each 5 up is a mortal wound. I'm getting poked in the belly by a Carnosaur tail. Let's have a little look. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mortal wounds.
Ouchie.
Showing.
And I'll need to get some dice for Deathless. 10 of them have been smitten, but not the smitten you'd think, folks.
Indeed.
I do have a Courtier within range, so let's see how many of these are in fact 2 copies of themselves. 2 of them! So that's 8 ghouls die. Let's remove some guys. The hero phase continues.
Oh, it does indeed. So for the Shadow Strike Star Host, I need to pick 1 unit visible to the priest. So from his perch, he's going to pick that far unit of ghouls back here. Everything in the Shadow Strike Star Host gets Temple Host, sorry, gets +1 to hit against that unit.
Temple Host.
Yes, so all the Skink stuff and the terraforms get +1
Nice.
to hit that unit. Right, next I've got the Serpent Staff. So from the Starpriest on top his Realmshaper engine.
Levels it.
Wholly within 12. This unit of Knights will have 6 to wound, cause a mortal wound in addition to damage. Because of the Serpent Staff ability.
Nice.
Very cool. And I think, guys, I think it's the end of my hero phase.
You've still got command points, and you
I
can
do.
spend command points on doing things and get them back on a 5+.
The only hero phase command abilities I have are from the Slann, and I'm not going to use them.
Okay.
Right, so what I need to do, I did forget something, this is the end of the movement phase, but we're just going to go quickly rectify that the Realmshaper engine, because I've never used it, I completely forgot about it, is going to zap this bit of terrain, and all enemy units within 3 will take D3 mortal wounds well, I roll dice, and if the terrain is within 18, I get +2 to this roll, and on a 4 up, you'll take D3 more wounds, every enemy unit within 3.
Cool.
So it'll be a 2 up because of +2. Yes, okay. So I need to see if I roll for each unit or if I roll once and every unit takes it, if that makes sense.
Okie doke.
Addendum. So what it is, I pick a terrain feature, anyone on the battlefield, so I'll pick this terrain feature. I roll dice for each enemy unit within 3, and on a 4 up you'll take D3 mortal wounds. I get +2 to the roll if the terrain feature is within 18 of the Realmshaper engine.
So you've already rolled for 1.
Which we'll do on the smallest unit, yeah?
Okay.
Oh, we can do a D3. 1, 2, 3 is what I've already rolled for. It is that one. So
Yep.
they take 2 mortal wounds.
Cool.
The horrors, 2 up. Yes, they take 1 mortal wound. And then this unit of ghouls, yes, they take 1 mortal wound. So 2, 1 and 1. And I don't think anyone else is within 3.
No, he's outside of 3.
He's outside of 3, yeah.
So I'll roll him up. So, Deathless Courtiers for this unit. Wholly within 12 of this courtier.
Yeah.
Nope, 2 dead. The horror, does he take it? He doesn't! He shrugs off the rocks that are hitting him in the face, and this unit here will take 1 damage. Yes, they do take it. So another schlub has been slain.
Hooray, Schlubschlein.
So yeah, sorry about that, folks. We were just updating something.
Yeah.
But now we do have the cavalry at the back there. They've just stayed put, keeping that hero safe near the Realmshaper, and maybe for reinforcements.
Move back a little bit, if in fact.
Yeah, maintained within range.
Okay.
To protect the bodyguards.
Yeah, sure.
Bodyguards on cavalry. The Skinks have run up to create a line of blowpipeism.
Is that a religion?
Yeah, that's what they believe in. The Pterodons have moved forward, but not their full distance. They could have actually got like right up here, but they were very cautious about that to throw their rocks at whoever they want to throw their rocks at. The Saurus have gone for the choke point I prepared, with the leader leading behind. The Slann hasn't actually moved at all. He's just kind of wobbling, going, what did I have for breakfast yesterday? The better leader, is it Oldblood?
Yep.
He's just kind of sat on that objective, so Phil will be gaining 4 point capture points here for having Behemoths on there. And these knights have kind of moved over to maybe be ready for the flank, I think, or to prevent me from coming in from the battlefield edges. So do you have some shooting for us, Phil?
I actually do, yes. We're back with the shooting phase where these skinks are going to open up into these ghouls.
But first, let's roll some dangerous terrain.
Nope.
No.
Territorial.
Tell us, folks.
So every bit of terrain that's partially within my territory, deadly, mystical and all that kind of jazz, all the positives affect me, all the negative ones do not affect me. So deadly doesn't affect me while it's in my terrain. So.
How obnoxious. Shooting phase!
Bum, bum, ba-dum. Okay, so going into the shooting phase, 5 of them are in range of this courtier here, so we're going to shoot at him, but with a -1 to hit, so look out, sir. And the other 5 will go into this unit here.
We get reroll 1s.
Against this one, yeah. So I'll go into the courtier, 6s to hit. Come on, guys. That's all I need. It's a 5 to wound. No, okay, fans. And then I've got 5 into this unit here, 5s to hit, re-rolling 1s. Good thing too. 1 hit, 5s. 1 wound, no rend.
Oh dear.
Hell yeah.
I'll use this dice right here.
Nice.
Saved it with my pants and loincloth.
Your armour actually worked. Amazing.
Shooting over this side.
So these skinks ran, and the Pterodons are not in range. The only thing I've got is my Oldblood, who did not run, who will put everything into this unit here.
By everything you mean...
His Sunbolt Gauntlet.
Yeah.
So it's D6 shots, I believe. Yes, it is. 6 shots.
Oh dear.
I have 5 dice.
Convenient.
Not really. So 3s and 4s, -1 damage.
Oh no, you're only allowed 5, Phil. You only had 5 available.
Well, I see that.
Into this unit?
No, into the unit.
Bigger unit.
Yeah.
Okay.
3, -1, so 6 up Deathless.
6 up Deathless. 6 up Deathless. Ha! And then that 4 plus 2 is also a save, so only 1 dice, right? No, I'll take 2 off.
No. Right, charge phase. It's the Knights. They get +3 to this because they were wholly within 18 of the Scar Veteran. I mean, you know what? They get to re-roll the charge because of their drummer. I read this last night, but I now will
read this
check.
last night?
Oh, I'm scrambling, guys.
Watch him scramble. The charge is technically made.
You can reroll charge rolls for this unit, including any war drummers. So it's a double 1, so I'm definitely going to reroll that.
Into
a 7,
which
but
is a 10.
10 because of +3.
Go wherever you want.
I will, thanks, mate. Right, they have ended the charge Going into the lines of the Flesh Eater Corpse, like so. We'll go into the combat phase. Any abilities for you to pop, sir?
It's your turn, so you pop first.
I don't have any start with combat phase stuff. Mine are just in the combat phase.
Oh, no, I don't have any.
Okay, so I will pile in. Just so you guys are aware, this guy is not going to give them all-out attack, but he will give them Saurian Savagery, so they get 6s explode, doing an additional
But
hit.
just within 12?
Well, that one's wholly within 18.
Oh, wholly within 18,
Yeah, that for the Saurian Savagery one. So that's the only command point I'll be spending, going down to 3 remaining, and I'll pile in.
Piling in so that only 1 is just outside of range.
Yep, so that's 9 attacking. So these are the lances. They normally hit on 4s, but +1 because I charged, because I'm Koatl's Claw.
Yep.
So I'm hitting on 3s. 6s do an additional hit because of Saurian Savagery, the Scarvet's command ability.
Yep.
So 3s to hit. Any 6s are great. We'll just remove the 1s and 2s. How many 6s are we looking? Just 2?
2, yeah.
So 2 extra attacks, then we'll roll the wound. And that's going to be 3s to wound. 6s do a mortal wound in addition because of Serpent Staff. So let's take out the failures here. So we're looking at 3 mortal wounds. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 saves. No rend.
No rend?
No rend.
So I get a pants save?
You get a pants save.
12 saves?
Yep.
I've got my loincloth, pants, and or maybe top hat that I'm wearing.
I like that.
Some guys are probably just wearing top hats.
It's not actually a top hat, it's just a skull.
Yeah.
On top of the head.
No, it's a top hat.
To you, it's a top hat.
6s! Aha, I saved 3.
So that's going to be 18 damage plus the 3 mortal wounds.
18,
So
and
do you
then...
want to just tally it up, or do you want to roll that now?
Yeah, so I'll just get some more dice, but
Okay,
that's,
cool.
so yeah, 18, 19, 20, 21 mortal,
Including
deathless.
the mortal.
20, yeah, 21
So
deathless.
far.
These here are the cheerleader dice. This is what the rest of the dice need to attain. So, 21 deathless.
Yep.
There's 21 left.
Oh wow, okay.
Because 9 are dead from each unit. Let's see how many survive. Well, there's 2 guys left.
Okay, and
And I think that's the rest.
I've got way more attacks coming in too. Do you
Yeah.
want to pull them?
Yeah, I'll pull them.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, we'll stop there.
So yes, after 2 surviving ghouls left, Phil had 2 more sets of attacks to do. I just felt like pulling them would be easiest. The cavalry have claimed that objective from the ghouls.
Yes.
There is no other battle shot. Oh, I lost 9 over here.
You did.
They are. I need to check if they're wholly within 18
Yes,
of this
yeah,
guy, but they
you
should
did measure.
be
Yeah, you are,
for that. So they are not taking a battle shock. And this unit only lost 1, and this one unit lost 1, so with a bravery of 10, they're not going to fly.
Crazy brutal first turn. I do feel a little bad because just how I think how my army is built is quite good against yours. To be fair, just being able to kill heroes, and that's what the kind of Slann can do really well.
Hey, they're still left on 1 wound. They're not dead yet.
Oh, they will be though, because it's going to switch battle rounds, and of course the Germanids will kill them.
Yeah, so that's another thing. What do you guys think about bound spells? So only Phil can control
They're
these,
so good.
which means that they're the same price, aren't they? Or
They're more points. They're more points.
10
Only by 10, but they're more.
10 more points for only you can control them.
Yeah.
Is that too powerful? It will be making magic, because obviously the whole idea with the endless spells is you bought them, but you weren't in control of them, so the price went down, but then they went up by 10 points if you built bound.
I think it's just a couple of key endless spells, Geminids being one of them.
I mean, you can't target the same unit with each light and dark.
Correct.
Which is
Correct.
kind of a nerf, but also makes sense.
Yeah, it's not really enough though, is it?
If you were hit by both forces, you'd probably just implode.
Yeah, it's just an unfortunate matchup because we don't know what we're playing until Nick comes over. So, that's how it is.
But yeah, so that is the end of that. You do score 2 for that one, for a behemoth line on it, 2 more for that one, and 2 for the centre, so going
6.
from 6.
6 points to the Seraphon, and then we'll be between battle rounds and we'll move some Geminids. So between battle rounds, the bound endless spell will move. It moves 8, so he's going to clip this guy and clip this guy and then hit back. And the light Geminid will do much the same thing, but clip the Ghoul and the Arch region and land here.
Yeah, so they always have to end up within 6 of each other.
Yes, correct. So our roll for this courtier takes 3 mortal wounds. The other courtier takes 1 mortal wound. He might live. The horrors take 2 mortal wounds, and the archregent takes 3 mortal wounds, which you'll probably heal if you get the turn.
Yeah, do you want me to still roll for that?
What?
Well, yeah, I guess we haven't rolled for Battleground yet. So yeah, I'll do some Deathless. So for my Aberrant Ghoul King, he takes those 3. For the Horrors, they take those. For the courtier that stuck around till the end, and he thought he had some friends there, but they ran away. He was like, but I've just brought my cup to the tea party.
Yeah, that's true.
That's Cox.
That's Cox.
So he's dead. And one mortal wound. Can I roll a 6, guys?
To save
Can Nick roll a 6? No, he can't. It's a 1. There we go, folks. So both courtiers are down.
Yeah.
And I did roll for the horrors as well, so they've taken 2. And then we'll be rolling off for the next battle round. So let's do that quickly.
All right, let's do that. Battle round 2. We get a 5.
I need a 6, folks. Let's see how roll.
Okay.
No, 5 meaning you would have got it because you would have tied. You went
first, mate.
Oh, we did?
Yes.
Yes, that's the battle.
Doesn't matter. I will take the turn. Right, reasoning for this. I wouldn't normally, because these skinks are kind of holding this unit back at bay, but my knights can now get a really nice charge on a lot of heroes and the horrors. So I think it's best for me to take the turn here.
Definitely.
And we'll be back with Seraphon here for his turn 2. Seraphon turn 2. So, Secret Asterism, the Sage's Staff, +1 to cast onto the Slann again. It just
more
makes sense.
spells?
Yes. Foresight. I gain a command point back up to 4. 5 command points. And then
Yikes.
5 up for Astral Prophet. No. So 5 command points. Itxi Grub doesn't happen. So we'll go straight into the hero phase. The one just before I forget it, he's going to use the Realmshaper engine and target the throne.
Okay.
So that's definitely over 18, but not more than 36. It's on a 4+. So a roll for your Archregent first, the one at the front here. Yes, he takes 3 mortal wounds.
I'll try and get rid of that.
Yep. Takes
Nope.
3.
He's he's taken 3, takes 3 more, so he's on 1.
Yep, and then 4+ for your horrors.
Where's the 1?
Oh man, yep. Take 1 for the horrors.
See if I can get rid of that. Nope.
And
He goes down to 1.
Your other Archregent, nope, fails. And that's that. Just so before I forget it, I thought I'd do that now. So now we'll do some spells and I'll have a think about what I'm casting and then be back. So, going into the hero phase, the Slann is going to attempt to cast Comet's Call. So let's do this. 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, ooh. Yeah, as it stands, that's fine.
Has it?
As it stands.
I has it. He has it.
8.
No, that's 9. So it's 9.
And I get a 9.
So that's an 8, but
Yep.
that goes to a 9, and you've got a 7 goes to a 9. So I haven't beaten it.
Correct. D3 units on the board. 2, I'll choose the Archregent on 1 wound and the Haunter. So the Archregent
You're not the
takes,
ghouls?
No. 2 mortal wounds.
Not the horror, because there's a horror that's 1 goes.
No, because I could get a 3 on your Haunters. 2 on the Archregent, and then on the Haunter takes 2 as well, so deathless.
So the Haunter will still survive this on 1 wound. Pink. And my Aberrant. I need double 6s here, folks. No pressure.
Ah, unfortunate.
So he's dead.
Yes. Mystic Shield coming from the Slann is the next spell. 7, 8, 9. Yes, does get it. Would you like to try and bind?
Yes.
Okay. No, Mystic Shield onto the Knights.
Cool.
Next, I'm going to do. I've got 2 spells left with him, 1 left with the Starpriest. Stellar Tempest. I'll re-roll that with Itxi Grubs. 6, 7, 8. So it does go off. Just. 6, 7. You've failed to stop. I'll pick this unit and roll a dice for each model in the unit, and on a 5 up, you'll take a mortal wound. Stellar Tempest. 20 on dice, 5 ups and mortal wounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mortal wounds. No courtier right nearby for them.
There's an Aberrant though.
Oh, Holy with an 80, yes, of course, yeah. 6 mortals. Oh, not bad, only 3. Right, so I've got one spell left on the Slann, who will cast Arcane Bolt, I guess?
Is he within 18 of the horrors?
Well, maybe?
Sorry, 24 of the horrors.
For what, Arcane Bolt?
Yeah.
No, out of range. So just thinking what else he can cast. There's not actually too much else, so I think I'll just Arcane Bolt. Probably into the ghouls.
You have got the wild form, remember?
Ah, yes, wild form would probably.
I
be
do think it is
option.
wholly within 12, though.
We'll have a look then. With last spell, wild form going on to the big guy, to the Oldblood. 6, 7, 8. Yes, it goes off.
So I got two. Sorry, basically, so the first unbinds what I was using.
You've used 3 unbinds, right? So
I've
far.
used.
Yeah, because you
3.
tried to unbind.
Oh yeah, so he
So,
died. So basically, he could. Yeah. So basically, he was like he tried to stop it, and then the frog blasted him, so he gets no more unbinds because he's
Correct.
dead.
So wild form onto the big guy, onto the Oldblood.
Nice.
Hooray! And then more hero phase stuff. I've written it all down.
Serpent staff
Serpent
onto
staff.
these Saurus Knights over here.
No, it will go on to these guys because it's just any attacks. It doesn't have to be ranged or melee, so I'll put it on them.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And also, he will pick for his Shadow Strike. He'll pick the horror unit to be +1 to hit against for the Shadow Strike guys.
Cool.
And then that is the end of the hero phase stuff. So we're back with some movement coming up next.
Choosing to not move at all and defend that little star boy
Indeed.
whilst he fires arcane bolts from his temple.
Yep.
The wobbly pterodons.
Man.
This guy's still laughing about it. We had some
I
crazy
was gonna
times
say,
over here. They just fell over and everything was damaged.
The people on the internet will not know the pain we just suffered trying to stand those models up.
Yeah. And also the Skinks have moved up to basically block where I've blocked, so it's like a block off. Who wins? Attack of the block.
Attack the block.
The Saurus have just moved up to the line of Rohan is now 3 inches away. The Saurus Youngblood, the Youngblood?
Scar Veteran.
Scar Veteran has moved up away from his objective, so he won't get extra points, but I think it's a safe bet. This guy's moved up, but still within 6 to claim that objective. These knights have thought we'll be able to do our job because, you know, the Slann's watching, and he riveted in a very undertoning voice.
Yes, he did.
These Skinks have courageously gone to our flaming chapel, but they just see it as a graveyard with a few bits of flame. And these ghouls, I think they may need to actually take a break. No, they were wholly within 18, weren't they, for a break? That's fine.
They're fine.
But this time, coming into my... Oh, you were in within 6. I see what you're trying to do here. I see what you're trying to do. Okay.
Yes.
And yeah, so roll some shooting for me.
Roll some deadly, actually, for
roll
us.
some deadly.
These guys ran, but they're deadly trained there. They're fine, and that's it, because this is still partially within my territory. I shouldn't have tapped it, the Pterodons.
Oh, God.
It's still partially within my territory, so we're all good. So shooting, so it's only these guys. I've got 10 shots into... I'm going to put them into the horrors, actually. I'll put them in the horrors behind.
Cool.
So, change of target. I'm going to blowpipe the Haunter Courtier, because you are in range. So he's got 1 wound left. I'm hitting on 6s, though, because of Lookout Sir. Not 1. There we go.
Okay.
That's that.
Did you have to level your staff to get rerolls 1s to hit against some people? Because you did it last time with them.
+1 to hit, and that's on the horrors.
Oh, okay.
Sunbolt Gauntlet from this guy into these ghouls. 1 shot, hits, doesn't wound.
Oh, okay.
And then I've got 3, these are in range of the horrors. There's 3d6 shots coming in here, because of the Sunleech Bowlers. So we're going to looking at 8 shots. So all but 2. Normally hitting on 4s, but hitting on 3s because you are the target of the Shadow Strike. 3s to hit. Okay, that was a really good roll anyway. And I think it's
Did you
4s
Serpent
to wound.
Staff?
Yes, 4s to wound.
So it was an
6s
extra
on
hit
wound.
then?
No, Serpent Staff is 6s to wound. Or
Oh,
a
6s to
mortal
wound, okay.
Yeah. 4s? No, 3s to wound. And then 6s are mortal in addition because of Serpent Staff.
So 6 saves.
6 saves and
No minuses?
4 no minuses.
So 6 5-up saves, rerolling 1s.
Oh, not bad.
And 4 mortals, so 7 total deathless to make for the horrors. Save 3,
Nice.
so
4.
1 guy dies. So we'll take this guy and put the wounds on this fella right here.
Cool.
Not 5 wounds left, 1 wound left. So what are you on about? Any more shooting?
No, that's it, mate. So charges.
Oh yeah, these guys run, I'm guessing.
Yeah, they did run. Yeah.
Nice. So charges to declare.
These Saurus Knights declaring a charge, you get +3 to this. Yeah, okay, so going 11, 12 even, I'll move them in.
Ending the charge like so, crashing into the ranks of my elite horrors.
Yep.
These are the knights on their noble steed. But you don't see a steed, you just see a mountain of flesh.
True. They're wholly within 12 and 18 of this guy, because there's a couple of command abilities I want to use.
Okay, doke.
Oldblood, going in. +2 to this.
Nice.
So I get
So you got wild form?
yes, I do, yeah. So that's an 8. So I'm actually going to go like that.
Nice.
And then these knights will charge. I am leaving this objective open, but I think if I can do enough damage, it won't matter too much.
I mean, I've already lost one aberrant. So.
Yeah. These knights, they get a 7, that'll be in.
So that a 10 with +3?
No, they're not wholly within the
ranges of
yes, thank
things.
So I'll move these guys in.
It's these 2 units ending up just like so.
Yep.
But any more charges?
No, mate, that's it.
Who will you be striking with? Actually, start of the combat phase. Do you have any abilities?
No, mine's just in the combat phase.
Okay.
How about you?
So, I want to check the ranges.
Okay.
I believe their buffs are within 18, but I think to choose it, because my general is dead now, it's within 12.
What are you trying to do?
So they've already got Mystic Shield, and they've
Yes.
already got rerolls.
Oh, I see. So
From the,
yeah, yeah.
so I don't need
Oh,
that.
sorry, there is one. All out attack from this guy onto this unit here.
Yep, cool.
Yep.
And then I'll double check the ranges on this.
Yep.
I've got, so these guys are not in range. They're about 13 outside, so it's wholly within to get reroll. I was going to do all out attack with them,
Yeah.
see whatever survive. You can get a. Oh no, I don't even need to do that because they've already
yeah,
they
of
were
course.
in range.
Yeah,
Maybe we'd have done all out defense because you
yeah.
have some like 6s follower
That's
ones.
true.
But yeah, no things in yours is done in the combat phase and not at the start. So now we're going to the combat phase. Choose a unit.
So I'll choose this unit, but I will spend a command point from this guy to give him Saurian Savagery, 6s explode.
Yep.
And I will spend a command point from this guy to do Wrath of the Seraphon.
So using the Scarvet to do the
Saurian Savagery,
Yep.
6s explode,
And using-
Oldblood to an extra +1 to hit.
nice.
For Wrath of the Seraphon. And I'll pile them in, and I'll get a load of dice. Right, lowering the Lancers, here we go. So the actual Lancers first. Normally hitting on 4s, +1 because I charge because of Koatl's Core, +1 for Wrath of the Seraphon. So 2s to hit, rerolling 1s because of all out attacks, 6s explode. Reroll any 1s, which are 2. Okay, so that's 1 miss, but I get 2 6s, so that's 2 extra hits. Okay, so that is 22 hits, I think, from that. Wounding on 3s, and no rerolls of any kind here. So we'll take out the fails there. So we're looking at, I'll reroll that. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 wounds.
18 saves. These are 2 damage apiece,
They are.
and there's no rend on them though.
No rend, no rend.
That's pretty good. So I got some 5-ups, rerolling 1s because of Mystic Shield.
Hell yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4,
5 1s.
5 1s to reroll. Come on. Yes,
nice,
nice
look
conversion.
at
So
that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, which is 20 damage, so
Yes.
20 deathless.
20 deathless so
With
far.
just the spears, and they've
Yes.
also got the swords biting me, and also
Mount.
the mount.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of attacks.
Yes, it is.
20 deathless. Looks like we've lost 1, 2, 3, 4 and a half
So
horrors.
18 wounds in the pool. I've got more
Yeah, well
attacks
he's
than
on 1
mine.
wound anyway, so...
So
yeah.
we'll just count them all out. So 18 damage so far. Powerful jaws from the Saurus on top now, normally hitting on 5s, but with all the modifiers now hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s, 6s explode. So reroll the 1s. There's a lot of 1s here, which is good for me. Okay, and how many 6s are we looking at? 1, 2, 3, 4, no, 6 6s there, so add them back in. And then we're wounding on the jaws, wound on 4s. Okay, so we're looking at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 saves, no rend.
9 armour saves. Looking for them sweet, sweet 5s. Rerolling that 1. Passed. And then they are 1 damage bites, aren't they?
Yep.
So 6 deathless. Saving 3, so only taking 3, so that guy has now
Four,
died.
mate. Okay, so the last round of attacks, I've got 30 attacks. Remember, I am coalesced. I get +1 attack for all jaw attacks in my army. These guys, the Saurus, the actual cold ones, but I believe they hit on 3, so it'll be 2s. Rerolling 1s, 30 attacks. Let's reroll the 4 1s. That missed. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 extra dice. I don't think I actually have that many, so I'll just get that in a sec. Right, so now rolling to wound, 4s to wound, but I'm going to re-roll one of these dice because I've only got 36 dice.
Not enough dice, folks.
Not enough dice. 4s to wound, I'll re-roll this one, and then we'll count up the saves. 20 saves going in from the cold one mounts.
So saving.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. And then Deathless.
7. Rerolling 1s.
Oh yeah, of course.
Because of Mystic Shield. Nice conversion.
That's not bad at all.
And then we've got
6s to save.
10 saves to make, which is Deathless. So that's the unit gone.
So that's 21 plus 7 more, so 28.
Yeah, which is
28 damage. That does wipe the horror unit. Saurus Knights are ridiculous with the right buffs. The gaping hole left from the Saurus Knight charge. Well, I say gaping hole is probably a fleshy mound of bodies there. Nick is going to strike back with the ghouls over here. So
I think the courtier's literally just picking up some brains and eating it and being like,
Probably.
wait, this is my brother?
Yeah, yeah, maybe.
So yeah, we striking with the ghouls next.
Absolutely.
Striking with my ghouls into the knights first.
Yep. Go for it. 24 attacks because there are 8 in range, was it?
Yeah, rerolling 1s because I'm within 18 of an aberrant.
Nice. Wholly within 18, but he is in there. Netting 4 extra hits. Very nice.
4s to wound. Netting
Ooh,
2.
2 wounds onto the Saurus Knights. 2 saves, a 4 up. I take 1 damage. 1's down to a wound remaining. Okay.
And then these guys are going to slap the hell out of this guy.
Nice.
In on 4s. Better.
No
rerolls.
ones.
I say better. Half.
Yeah. 4's to wound.
3 wounds on
3
your
wounds
big
onto
dino.
the Oldblood. He's got a 4+ save. He takes 2 wounds. He's down to 10, I think.
I did more damage to a bigger dinosaur.
Yes, it certainly did. And I'll, I guess, I kind of want, I'll swing back with the Knights, I guess. Over here. Yeah.
Or just see if he eats the whole unit with his
Yeah,
ghouls.
that's kind of cooler actually. So we'll swing back with the Carnosaur. He'll give himself +1 to hit. Oh, and on a 4 up, I forgot.
On 5+ you get a command point back.
Well, on a 4+ for using it onto this unit first of all, and then he's using one on himself. 4+s, I'll get the command points because they're Saurus units. So I don't actually spend 2 of those command points.
I thought it was a 5.
There's a 4.
Oh wow.
Yes, so that Wrath of the Seraphon was for free, and this one, Wrath of the Seraphon, was for free
I'm noticing
as well.
I'm noticing a line here where it's like, we're going to take away this 8th Quartz brooch from everyone and only give it to Seraphon. We're gonna lower the points.
To be
of
fair,
endless spells, but then we're gonna make bound endless spells where your opponent can't control.
That's true, but to be fair, this is only for Saurus on Saurus action, which apparently I'm the only one that runs. So that's that's that. Yeah, that's all I've got. That's all I've got on my defence. So the end of spells, I completely agree with you.
Thanks, GW. After poking the dinosaur strikes back.
Absolutely. Let me just grab some dice because I am very ill prepared for this. So let's do the Sunstone Spear first of all. Hits on 3s, 2s now. Oh, you know what? I'm going to spend a command point and make him explode. No, I'm going to save the command point, doesn't he?
Okay.
Yeah, so 3's to hit. So the 6 anyway with his Celestite weapon is an additional hit because of cold ferocity.
So that double up as well. Wow.
Cold ferocity. So the Sunstone Spear.
So 6s explode and then 6s explode again.
It would be 2 hits, yeah. 3's to wound. 2 wounds at -1. Now, War Scroll Builder says it's D3 damage, but it's actually 3 damage flat. They just never updated this for some reason.
Okay, so no armor save.
6 damage.
And I'm outside of 12 for Deathless, so 6.
6 damage in the pool so far.
I'll mark that.
So then I've got 2 clawed 4 limit attacks, which both miss.
Good.
Oh, wait, no, 1 hit because of the Koatl's Claw. Doesn't wound though. And then I've got this is the main one, 4 massive jaw attacks, hitting on 2s now. Wait, hang on, am I 2s? +1 to hit because I charged, +1 to hit because of Wrath of the Seraphon, then technically it would be +1 to hit because of pin down, but whatever.
The pin down is if you get a wound off with the claws.
No, pin down is basically add 1 to the hit roll for attacks made with massive jaws if the target has a wounds characteristic of 7 or less, which you do.
Oh wow.
But I'm getting +2 for this anyway. So 2s to hit, 6s are nothing. 3s to wound. I'll re-roll that one in there. So that's going to be 2 going through at -1s. That's 5 damage flat each.
So that's 10.
Yes.
So that's 16 total. Any more attacks
No,
from him?
that's it.
Okay, well I don't get any armor saves because apparently dinosaur claws go through cloth. And I'm outside of wholly within 12 of this aberrant, because I did have another one up there, but he got exploded by the dark crystal.
Nice.
So that's that unit dead.
Is that how much left?
There's 2 models left, but I'm sure the knights will finish them
Yeah,
off.
fair enough.
I'll be choosing this unit to strike in next, going into the cavalry, and I'll probably use Feast Day on them.
Well, you might as well, right? Ghouls!
17 attacks. I'm going to slap your dinosaurs.
Nice.
Re-rolling ones, because I'm in range of the aberrant. Nope.
Okay.
And we got this many hits. So
Force
what?
to wound.
7 missed, so I think that's 10. Yeah, 10. And force to wound with
4.
4 saves to make.
4+ save. I take 2. 1 cavalryman will go down.
Ah,
I will
successful slap.
Take the banner bearer.
And then he's within 12. This hero is within 12 of them to do Feast Day for free.
Oh, did I have any 1s in there? I don't even know. Carry on.
I think
Mystic
there were
Shield.
2s.
Got Mystic Shield.
Just check now.
Okay, we'll have a check. So there was a 1 in that save, so if I roll a 4+, that cavalry will not die and your guy will still be in range. I kind of want him to die. Yay, he still dies. Okay. So this guy will not be in range to attack. But, Feast Day.
Yeah,
Let's do
17 more ghoul attacks.
Okay. I'm ready, man.
And no ones to reroll.
But quite a good hit.
And force. Drop dice. Drop ruin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 wounds. 5 4-up saves. I take 2 more, so you kill 2 more cav. Nice.
Instead of 3 slap.
I'll take...
Sadly, my courtier is out of range.
Yeah, I'll take these 2.
Then
Good.
Phil will be striking back with these cavalry, but I've already pulled the unit as there was only 2 ghouls left.
And I'll just pile them in because they want to get some range.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then it'll be your archery agent, I think.
Yeah, he'll be ready to slap.
Okay.
The aberrant, feeling like he doesn't have any friends anymore, is going to scratch your horses. I mean, horses, dinosaurs. I mean, I see horses because I'm deranged.
You heard it hit first.
I don't get to reroll ones because he's not himself. And
Hey.
5.
5 -1.
Yes.
So 4, 5, -1, 5-up save, re-rolling 1s. 2 1s there, failed all of them so far. So 1, 2.5 more die.
And I'll
Nicely
spend a
done.
command point
Sure. To fight again?
to fight again.
Well, let me pull my models first because I might pull them. You might be out of range. Probably not, but we'll check. Going again.
Round 2.
How many command points now have you got left?
2. So I haven't actually
haven't
had a
used
second hero phase.
No.
So I had 1 for the battalion,
Yep.
1 for I bought 1, then
Yep.
1 for the hero phase.
Cool.
I didn't spend it at the beginning.
Nice. So 2 left after this.
Oh, not as good this time. He's getting a little bit tired. Oh yeah, he's definitely tired.
A
Only
little
2
bit
saves to make.
5+, re-rolling 1s. Nope. So that will kill another and put the next one down to a wound.
Cool. This guy's out of range.
Yes.
And that's the end of combat.
So I've Battle Shock to take.
None.
I do. I've got 3, 4, 5, 6. I've lost 6, but I'm going to spend a command point from this guy to auto pass them.
You're wholly within 18 of your general.
Well, it's just within 12 your general for Inspiring Presence.
Isn't it an extended range?
No, but it's just within. It's not wholly within.
Oh, okay.
And on a 4-up, I won't spend that command point because he's using a command ability on a Saurus unit. I don't spend the command point, so they auto pass. Okay, so now we'll go into Flesh Eater Court's turn 2. Oh, I do gain 4 points for controlling these 2, 2 points for controlling this one, and a point for controlling this
additional
one.
one for Behemoth being there.
True. So 4, 5, 6, 7 points this turn.
8. 4, 5, 6.
Oh, it's worth 2, isn't it?
7, 8.
8 points this turn, putting me to 14. 14 victory points to your 4 so far, but we'll go into Flesh Eater Court's turn 2.
I'm on the back foot. I mean, I'm probably like not on the back foot. I'm on like my tippy toes here. But, you know, I've got some reinforcements to bring in. Maybe it was a mistake not bringing them in earlier, as I knew Phil could summon like a lot of spells this game. But yeah, we'll get to it.
Absolutely. Hero phase. What's going on?
I'm going to try and give Savagery Incarnate to them.
Oh, the plus D3 extra attacks.
Yeah.
Okay.
A Ferocious Hunger.
Yes.
Cast on a 10.
I'll try and unbind.
Cool.
I get plus 1 or 2 to this. I get an 11.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
Put,
Slann can unbind anyone on the table, guys.
we're
By the way,
going
just if you're...
to. Oh, what
Unaware?
else do I need to do? What else can I summon? I could summon a thing. That's what I'll do in a minute.
Nice.
I will.
He'll
Well, I think the only one I could. I don't need to do wild form. Put Mystic Shield on himself.
Sure.
Got that on a 9.
I will try and unbind.
Sure.
Is this your last spell?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I got a 10, at least.
Okay. Well, the hell to you, Frog.
The frogman giveth, and the frogman taketh
In
away.
the start of the hero phase, he does gain 3 wounds. He heals 3 wounds.
Great.
The noble leaders, not noble warriors
Yep.
ability means that horrors and horror courtiers gain a wound.
Nice, up to
So it
2.
goes from 1 to 2.
Nice.
And we have this guy has a courtier ability where he rolls 6 dice.
Oh, of
and
course.
5 brings horrors back, and the ones that exploded also get to bring horrors golds back. But yeah, there's no golds back. So that's we're going to movement phase.
We'll do a summary. Right?
No, it's really simple.
Okay.
I'm going to go just outside of 3 here.
Yeah.
This guy's going to stay here.
Yeah.
These guys are going to form up and go. Let's measure 18 away.
Well, we'll be back, guys. End of the movement phase. Here's a summary.
So the Aberrant didn't move. This guy moved just outside of 3.
Yeah.
These guys moved outside of 3
Yep.
of the Skinks. These were summoned on for free. Some next to the throne. These guys got a 9-inch charge. That's fine. Let's
Shooting.
Shooting. Yeah, I don't have a shooting. I just have a clubbing.
Charging. Let's go clubbing.
Let's go clubbing, guys. So these ghouls on the flank here.
Needing that.
That's fine.
Excellent.
I'll make sure. I'll do the charges and I'll measure that. Make sure they're wholly within 18.
Yeah, we can roll them all off.
This
Yeah.
school courtier here.
Yep.
He's
Oh,
definitely
yes.
in. He's going to go right up there.
Way up there, Morty.
He might even go for that. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, do it.
He'd go for these guys. Actually, he could jump up there and deal
You
with
can,
that.
yeah, if you could get his base up, well, we can measure it up. We'll have a think. But okay, we'll sort him out in a minute. Is there any other charges?
This charge here is probably the most important, so I can get
Sure.
that objective back.
Yeah.
Need a 9.
Hey, you got a 9.
So this guy goes,
will get in range, and we'll show you where the charges end up. End of the charge phase, you can see these ghouls have gone into the Skinks, but staying wholly within 12 of the Haunter.
Yeah, and wholly within 18 of the Arch region.
Yep. And then these ghouls did make the charge into the Skinks.
Just getting within 9, so within half an inch, so less Skinks to attack me.
Sure.
Also, I can pile and just
Of course.
mob, yeah.
Okay, so where are we striking
I
first?
think we've got to go for the quarter because he's
Okay.
the most wounded.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm going to use a command point to do all-out attack on him.
Yep, I've still got Mystic Shields, there's no point me doing all-out defense.
Might as well go all out and do a command point as well on the Aberrant to reroll 1s
To save?
to hits.
To hit, cool. Alright, let's go.
Yeah, so I've got 1 command point left for Ferocious Savagery, but
Sure.
I don't get a free one.
Yeah.
So this guy, his profile is something crazy. I think he's got 3 attacks with his club and then,
And then
one
a couple of attacks with
and
something
a
else.
poke or something.
Yeah, I think that's
So
right.
yeah, 3 attacks with his massive bone club.
Yep.
He hits twice.
Yep.
And 6s is nothing special. No, he doesn't even have that. He doesn't have the rule that
Weird.
all other horrors have.
Yeah.
And 3s to wound. Ah.
Oh, it's a whiff, but he's got another attack.
He's got a rancid talon. It's on 4s.
Okay.
Oh dear. Did I put all out attack on him? Yeah, I did. All out attack on him and all out attack on him.
Sure, you reroll the 1.
Reroll the 1. It still missed.
Okay.
He's rerolling hits anyway because he's.
Does he get that roll?
Yeah, reroll hits. So
Oh, okay. So roll the other one. Roll the other one that missed. It missed.
And one of the bone clubs
yeah.
missed, which also missed.
Okay.
So
a
we need
whiff.
the fluff. So maybe
Full-on whiff.
maybe I.
Last command point.
No, free stay.
Oh, feast day.
Let's try a feast day again,
Yay!
folks. So they're using the free one for the turn.
Cool.
And we'll try again, so I am re-rolling hit rolls, so let's try and remember that. So he hits everything as soon as I remember the order. 3s to wound.
Any rend?
No rend.
4 up save, re-rolling 1s. I fail 2.
So that's 3 damage.
So 2 damage each.
Yes, because you do have
Cool, so that's 4 damage in the pool so far, carry on.
Then the Rancid Talon hitting on 4s, of course you hit. I'm rolling 6s as well, guys. You noticed that right at the end of the game when it doesn't matter. 3s to wound. No rend, 1 damage. So it goes to 0 damage, right? Because you minus 1 damage.
No. 2 more though, 6 damage total.
Good boy. So he was basically, what he was doing is he was like, he was picking out which bits to hit first. He's like, I'll hit this bit first. And then he just went in swinging.
So the champion will be left on 2 wounds, and that's it. So on 1 wound, sorry, even. Yep, cool.
Your pick?
My pick.
Do you want the Skinks?
I don't care about the Skinks. I'm going with him. I'm going to try and kill your Haunter.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, so I'm going to...
Almost like a challenge. Like the old fantasy challenge.
I think I'll spend 2 command points.
Touching tips.
I want him to win this for Wrath of the Seraphon and Fury of the Seraphon, so he basically gets +2 to hit. So the Koatl's core command ability and my command ability, the Wrath of Seraphon. On 4s, I'll get them back. I do spend 2.
He spends a command point.
Oh, to use on a Saurus unit.
But isn't he spending the other command point? Or does he make
No, he's doing both. He gives them the exploding 6s.
Okay.
Yeah. So I do lose 2 command points, but that'll be it. I've got 1 left. Can he do it? Everything into the Haunter. 3 attacks with his spear. He gets +2 to hit, so he's hitting on 2s because of the 2 command abilities I used. Oh dear. But he wounds on a 3. It does wound. No rend so far.
So 5 up re-rolling 1s.
Sure.
Because I used a command point earlier to give him all out attack, which we've changed to all out defense.
All out defense, yeah.
Nope.
No, he takes a damage. The bite. 3s to hit. 1 hit. It wounds. 4 up. No rend.
Nope.
So you've got 2 deathless?
2 deathless so far.
Okay. Then the mount bites. 3s to hit. Oh no. 4s to wound. No, sorry, it's 2s to hit. 4s to wound because of all the buffs. So 2 more wounds. No rend. 2 more wounds, mate.
Oh, 2 more. So 4 deathless to make.
Oh, reroll that one. Reroll that one.
It made it. So
Cool.
3 deathless. But I need to make 2 6s here.
Okay.
So this is what we need, folks. These are the cheerleading dice, okay? Oh,
he's dead.
well that's 6.
The
so that's
champion
almost...
of the Knights does do it though.
Yes. Oh, that's your life. That's your wound. Dies. But, he did good deeds in battle, I'd like to believe.
Yeah.
And then, I think we'll start with the ghouls over here.
Yeah, cool.
23 attacks. Didn't get him as far as I wanted to because of ruins.
4s to hit, rerolling 1s.
All those 1s.
11 1s.
Turning into 6s.
Okay, cool. And then we'll roll back with the wound roll.
Wounding.
What do they need?
4s.
Cool.
4.
4 wounds. No rend. 5 plus. Let's do the skinks. Nope, 4 die. 4 skinks die, which will come off the back here.
Cool. And I'm out of range to
Feeding
Frenzy.
Frenzy.
So I need to be rolled within 12.
Sure.
So they're unsupported. So you can either choose the Skinks,
Nope,
Skinks
I'll definitely
or the Saurus.
Cool.
Island.
Oh yes, because you did bring them in with the
Actually,
pile.
no, they've already... No, they haven't already
Not
struck,
this
so it's
turn.
really bad.
Maybe a little bit. So we'll go with these skinks. We'll pile them in. Skinks, 11 attacks, 5s to hit and 5s to wound. It's looking good so far. Wow. 5s. None. Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
I think I'll just go here.
Yeah,
Because we're
makes
here.
sense.
I've got 8, I've got 16, 17 attacks. I get some dice.
Nice. Go for it, mate.
17
Yep.
attacks. Rerolling 1s with them in range of the aberrant.
Aberrant rerolls.
Nice.
Okay, good conversion. 4s to wound.
Yeah.
Okay, 5 onto these skinks so far. 5 up. 4 die from this unit so far.
And now that he's dead, he can't make them feeding frenzy.
Oh. Okay.
So your strike's back. Your strike with the knights.
Yeah, strike with the knights.
Hey, have you heard about our new battle tome yet? I can't concentrate when you're poking me in the side.
So I'm going to spend a command point, Wrath the Seraphon +1 to hit. Do I get the command point back? Yeah, no I don't. I'm out of command points.
Aha! Finally exhausted him. This is my plan.
So 3 to hit, sorry, not 4s. 3s to wound. These are the lances. 4 wounds, no rend.
4 skirt saves. 8 damage.
No, 4 damage.
Oh, no, yeah,
didn't
4.
charge.
So 4 so far. Carry on.
Yep, bites. 4s to hit. 3 hits. 4s to wound. 2 wounds, no rend.
Dead. So 6 in the pool.
6 in the pool. And then the bites from the cold ones. 2s to hit. They hit on 3s normally. 4s to wound. 1, 2, 3. 3 more.
3 more saves. Ah!
Nice.
So only 8 deathless to make, which I don't get because I'm out of range 12, so 8 die. So there's only 12 left.
Okay. Okay, so ending like so. I've still got the Skinks to pile in the taxa. So let's do that now. Before the Skinks, the Archregent will go.
Yeah, not these guys next. This guy's next.
Yes.
He drew the card of strike next.
He did.
These guys drew this card of we're not red.
next.
So I did do. Did I all out attack on him?
Yes, you did.
Yeah. So 3s re-rolling. What? Oh, of course I rolled 2s.
Of course,
God
absolutely.
damn it. 3s to wound.
4.
Will I kill your
Should do.
captain?
He's only got 1 wound left. Yeah, he's dead.
Awesome. And that's that. So he's happy. He's sitting on his throne of dreams.
There
And
is
then we've got the Skinks that we just said that they can attack next.
4 attacks, 5s and 5s. Oh, yeah. Ah, no.
Okay.
Okay.
So, combat over here. You lost.
Battle shock time.
Yeah, battle shock. So we'll count up what the losses are and then roll some
I've
battle
lost
shock.
4 Skinks each side.
Me first because it's my turn. Phil. I had 20 here. I lost 8. So
They're fine.
They're fine. They're staying there, and I do get that objective back.
You do, yeah.
Successful.
Hooray.
And over here, I didn't lose any this turn, but
Nope.
you lost 4.
So, 3 more flee. They're only bravery 5.
Okay.
And then there's
These
over here.
things.
Only 1 more fleas.
Ah, well, let's see.
Nice.
And yeah, so
That is the end of your turn.
I think, did I put Mystic Shield on him? Did I try and put Mystic Shield on him?
Yeah.
What I should have done is tried to unbind the Geminids, maybe, that are in my face.
I'm just about to.
Yeah.
But should we roll off for the next turn?
Yeah, I mean, what I'm feeling is it's a game over.
So-
Phil has crashed through my lines with his heroic cavalry.
Yeah, what? So, Nick, how many points are you scoring at the end of your turn?
I'm scoring 2 points. I did regain capture point 1, and I'm still holding 2, but I wasn't able to get to the centre to take it off of Phil.
And that brings you to 6, right?
It does bring me to 6.
So, I'm still on, I believe, 14.
You are on 14.
So, what's the feeling, Nick?
I'm happy to call it here.
Fair enough. Because even if you get the double turn, we were chatting, it's going to be quite difficult. Well, I mean...
Yeah, losing out on a summon from the Aberrant, like Phil was able to literally destroy my Aberrants and heroes, which greatly affects death armies anyway.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, I'm happy to call it there. We'll set up for a post chat.
Sure. And that's the end of the game. That is a pretty solid Seraphon victory after that.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah. I think we were chatting kind of between clips. I think it was a bit of a mismatch of lists, as in like, I think the list I had was just good against a fleshy list that needs
Seraphon are strong anyway.
You need a lot of heroes.
And you can just go meteor.
Exactly. That spell is like, I know the design philosophy is like, yeah, hail meteors, but the fact you can pick is you're going to snipe the heroes.
And there's like, obviously the lookouts maybe should be like a tune.
5-up shrug maybe as well?
No, I don't know, because we only get one DPR save now.
That's true.
So yeah, but I mean, I was running a previously tweaked list, so I run this list before against you with you. What did I run you again? What was I running? The previous battle.
Corn.
Yeah, so I was playing against Corn, and I crushed. And was it Corn?
I don't know now. What did you last play?
Either way, I crushed. Feast Day. It was Orcs. It was Boltspitters.
It was Boltspitters.
And it was Knife's Edge, wasn't it? The
Blade's Edge or something.
Blade's
like that.
Edge.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to rerun this list
to see how well it would do against other armies. So obviously, most of the time I'm creating lists, new ones every time. I've got like 6 armies to choose from, which is a lot of lists. So I'm thinking, well, as Phil used the Khorne lists, and he used it again with his new models, trying it against a different army, seeing how well it would do, yes, it's got potential, but it didn't do as well. So that's when you think, you know what, after 2 games, 2 different armies that you're playing against, that's when you make decisions to like cut this unit or bolster this unit. So I've also learned a lot today, and I think what I want to do with a rule that Phil's been saying about, which is where you use units as the bait. My bait didn't even get baited, you know? My bait So auxiliary objectives were irrelevant, but they were irrelevant.
Yes.
Yeah, so I want to try maybe a big unit of 40 ghouls and then 2 units of 10, and to basically be a line in front of, and then if units charge in, they're charging into the unit of 10, and then whoever gets a double turn, sure you get a double turn, you get to charge into that next rank, but you've still got a lot to get through. Whereas if you charge into that, so 2 focal points of 30, yes, there's a lot of ghouls, but it's only good if I charge, because I get the priority. And then obviously knights charging into people wearing pants that are delusional and feel like this is a chapel, they're not going to survive that long.
I mean, also with screens you can dictate, so you can be like, oh, okay, so I go first or you go first, whatever. I move my screen up a little bit, so they might not even charge you on that first turn. They might fail the charge, and then if you get it, you can be like, well, I'm either going to open up and let my unit surge through, or I'm going to keep them like I did with the Skinks over on this side, and move them up to kind of almost trap your other ghouls so they couldn't charge my knights anyway.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things. But, I mean...
But there's always rules updates. I mean, today I brought the Garden of Moor. I brought some Garden of Moor kits, painted them up. So we had the more graveyard-esque.
Yeah, it was cool.
So I painted those up nicely. And we'll be back with some more battle reports. I mean, you know, if you guys do have any lists you'd like to send us, you know what models we've been using. I've kind of got to that point where I've got enough models. Yeah. I'm happy with what I've got. I've tried the. So I only tried the monster list once against Dan. I could try that again.
You did try against Boltspitters as well. A long time ago.
Yeah, Boltspitters are really good against monsters though, so maybe that was just a bad one. Like, it's not a great list, it's more of a fun list. I think maybe only running the heroes, you don't need the Royal Menagerie for the battalion, you run something else.
Got to make it clear that this, like, it may have been a bit of a stomp, but that does happen in these games. It is a dice game, and it was a mismatch of lists. I think it, again, as I said, my list was...
I still had fun playing.
Yeah.
I still enjoyed holding the camera whilst Phil rolled about 300 dice. That's wargaming for you guys.
Does he sound like he's having fun? Because I sound a little bit sarcastic.
No sarcasm intended.
No, but I mean, as soon as I saw the list today, I was like, oh, this is a bit of a mismatch. Because again, it's the hero sniping, that's what does it. But, you know, it happens. It's the nature of the game. And, you know, we always take suggestions from you guys. I was just going to run the knights that I've recently painted up. So.
Yeah, because Phil, you love knights, don't you?
Yeah,
it's like the Riders of Rohan, but every single game. But sometimes they're actually Saurus, or sometimes they're chaotic, or sometimes they're the dwarf knights. They're actually in skyboats.
Technically, yeah. I suppose I do like mounted units a lot.
They're more like this is. Yeah. We don't have chariots anymore in AOS. We just have boats that fly.
Well, I've got reinforcements for my Seraphon, which can be an infantry. The thing is, I've always loved either hordes or infantry blobs and cavalry. So that's basically what most of my armies, not including KO, are. Because that's kind of what I like.
You can have a unit of 40.
Yeah, you can.
What are the
Arcanaut Company.
Arcanaut Company. And that would be fun because don't you get a buff to shooting with that?
No. But I've always liked big blobs of infantry and cavalry. So that's just kind of you'll see me around those, hovering around those armies quite a lot. But yeah, Terrons were good. I quite like that. I like the both of the battalions. Knights are a glass cannon. If they get in
knights
there.
Too. Mine are just fleshy ogres.
Yeah. That's true. Knights are 7 attacks per model in Coalesced. When you put them in a Koatl's Claw with those buffs, they didn't even have Serpent Staff on the horrors. They can absolutely mince units.
And it was literally... So, I mean, I had Phil made me go first, and it is sometimes like, yeah, it will go in regular turn order, but sometimes you do get the double turn.
Of course.
But like maybe I should have pushed forward a little bit more, because I had a 6-inch run with that unit of 30 ghouls. I could have just clogged up that, and it could have just been cavalry. Wouldn't have even made you get to that objective.
It's true.
So pushing forward earlier on, but I felt like it would have just been like 2 units of Saurus Knights straight into the side. But what you do is I fan out, so I'm pushing you away from that objective. So even if my unit is dead, you're not in range of 6 to attack.
And I think if you could have got the charge on me these games, it would have been different, because again, you've got
100%.
Yeah, 100%. So because they're not, they can take a little bit of a punch. They've still got 4 up save. That's really good. But they're only 2 wounds. They're not 3 wounds.
Yeah, I thought they were 3 wounds.
Yeah, they're not re-rolling anything. So you can actually mince through them. You saw guys in the middle. It was only 2 heroes that basically did that, and some ghouls that actually took out that unit.
Yeah, it's a difficult choice, because I mean the Slans. So the Saurus are like they're packing the punch, okay, and the Saurus. So the Slann is sitting at the back casting the spells.
Absolute devastation.
And it's just, you know, playing the second wizard, putting him in there, he's controlling it.
Oh, what, the realmshaper?
Yeah. That's the first time I felt he's a realmshaper as well, and it had like I thought it was within 1 inch of terrain. It's actually within 3 inches. So it means that every terrain feature on the board I've got to stay away, and I've got a throw mine I need to stay within 1 inch. So if I would have been within 1 inch, it would have just been targeting my heroes.
It's really good. Like when you can get it, it's and we play with a lot of terrain because you should.
There should be obviously there should be a little bit of desert, but there should be also enough.
Yeah, to make it interesting, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really good. The realmshaper engine, when you get it, it's really good. Yeah, simple. Starpriest didn't really do much. He cast Geminid and then started going ha ha and zapping people. That's literally what he did all game.
He's basically got the ring of power, and now he's got corrupt.
Yeah, now he's gone to his head. He's going to go all gangly and golem-like and.
But yeah, so the Seraphon have defeated my almost undefeatable
Flesh Eaters, yeah.
And saying that's still a learning curve for me.
Of course.
So like knowing that my heroes are where my army is and spreading out, but also, yeah, sure, I can summon some units in the background. They're unsupported, and you need to support your units with ghouls. There was a choice for me to summon that unit of 20 in the backlines and go for the frog, but would he have died? I don't think so. 4s and 4s. Maybe if I had a courtier there, I could have done all-out attack. But yeah, I think I had a good game. You know?
Yeah, I think so.
It was actually a faster paced game today. We didn't spend as much time.
That's true.
More time for talking, more time for lunch.
And anyone who does this, does this on YouTube, you know battle reports take a long time to film. So having a fast one was kind of a blessing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think that's it for us today. So I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I think we all learned something about stuff.
We hope we learned something about stuff. Edit.
Nope. I think we all learned, how our armies play. Again, you were fleshing out your list and stuff.
Yeah.
And I just reaffirmed what I thought. Saurus Knights are really good.
Is one less courtier to one extra command point beneficial,
Yeah. Yeah, but I think that's the end of the game, so I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah.
You know how you can support us. Patreon is the one if you want to go an extra mile. We've got YouTube, Facebook, just come chat and stuff. And Instagram, of course. And of course subscribe on YouTube and hit the bell notification icon, because I've been told that's the thing to do. So
bells.
do that.
Like the bells of Nurgle.
Dolores Thompson.
Dolores Thompson's name here.
Yes, that is totally what that is.
Yeah.
But yeah, take these guys. Happy all gaming. Until next time.
Stay safe out there, guys.